Hello, today we will be reviewing more signs. The signs you are learning today include signs that are about opinions. And you will also be able to express your opinions about activities and people. So let's go ahead and get started with our first word. Our first word for the day is enjoy. It's both hands doing the circular motion here. I want to show you how the word is used in a simple English sentence. I enjoy going to the beach. Simple enough and pretty straightforward. That is a very English signed sentence. But for ASL, the sign enjoy is generally signed at the end of a sentence. That is about an experience you enjoyed. Let me give you another example. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, so the quick translation, I enjoyed going shopping with my daughter last Sunday. And that's an okay translation, but wouldn't you say I said, I went shopping with my daughter on Sunday and we really had a good time? We had a really good time. That little phrase there expresses so much more than saying, I enjoyed going shopping with her. And wouldn't you say that my facial expression communicated that? I really did have a good time, didn't I? It's the facial expression in sign language that gives the language its depth. In my face-to-face classes, my students work very hard on trying to build that skill. And it's not easy. It's really, really hard. So many people think that sign language is mechanical. Your hand goes this way, it means that. Your hand goes that way, it means this. And you know that's just not true. There are so many nuances in ASL, and it takes time to practice in order to learn it and to achieve it. The only way for you to work on those skills is to interact in the deaf community. Just about anybody with no physical barriers can move their hands. And I know for a fact that if you were to ask yourself, what attracted you to sign language? And I think the answer among most of you would be, really it was the facial expression. It wasn't the hand movement. So there's so much more to ASL than what most people really comprehend. Expressing ideas and concepts in ASL from any subject, from politics to science, can oftentimes have so much more depth and impact than the spoken English. So this brings me back to the sign for enjoy. Like many signs, the word enjoy takes on far more depth in its meaning when it's paired with facial expression. Let me give you another way to use enjoy. Or let me explain a little bit more about the sign enjoy. Enjoy is also used at the end of a statement when you're talking about a leisure activity that you like doing, such as a hobby. I'm going to sign an example for you right now. So what I'm saying there, I really enjoy fishing on Sundays. Okay, that's one way of saying what I just signed. But if I go every Sunday, obviously fishing is a hobby and I enjoyed it. So that's another way to use the sign enjoy. Another word on the list is bored. In the book, in any translation, you're going to see bored. But how it's used, I want to show you how it's used. It can be used, something is just boring, which a lot of things are boring. But I'll give you an example. Okay, the history class is boring, which is kind of sad because I really love history. But boring can also mean an opinion about an activity that is like mundane. Let me give you an example of that. Okay. So yesterday I cleaned house all day and it was boring. But couldn't you say yesterday I cleaned house all day and it was a drag? So there's other phrases that you can use with the word boring. So it's in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, by the way, because in no way am I wanting to say anything that would make a negative comment about the hard job of interpreting, which happens to be my other job. The interpreter that has what I call like a bag of phrases or English idioms tucked away in their little tool bag or toolbox or whatever way you want to explain that idea, it gives the sign boring more ways to express that mundane activity, like with such phrases like boring. It could be it was a drag, or it was horrible, or I hated it, or oh geez, it was awful. I cleaned my car, it was awful. So can you see what the straight translation and how having those English idioms and English phrases to add to these phrases, accompanied with when you see it signed with facial expression, is going to give you more meaning and more depth to the language. Okay, so I want to move on to more signs that include opinions, and you've all seen so, so. Oh, the movie, it was so. So. This is the sign for hate. Hate, it's like I'm taking my thumb and my middle finger and I'm flicking it. Hate. But there's another level of hate. This is to detest. Man, you hate something, but you could really hate it. Just some days, my bathroom's dirty and I gotta clean it. And I don't feel like it. I had to clean the bathroom. I hated it. It was awful. So that goes along with you guys do remember don't like. Let's move on to saying things you like and that you love it. Okay, The Kissing of the Wrist, that movie. Oh, I loved it. Another level of loving something or being wow about something is to be crazy about something. My hand is crooked here. You can see the shape of my hand right here, and it's moving across my face. Let me give you an example with that sign. Okay. So I said the new Tesla, I'm crazy about it. I love it. So it's something that it wows me. Let me move on to some more words for you here. We have nice. So my house, I'm cleaning my house. My house is clean, but also this is the same sign for nice or nice to meet you. You do remember nice. So somebody could be nice, right? Next one is friendly. Friendly or pleasant. They're just friendly or pleasant to be around. Another sign would be grumpy. Grumpy. This is where your face is scrunching and you're grumpy. Another sign would be mad. And furious comes from your gut. Furious comes from your gut. Another sign I maybe want to show you. This is my hand right here. This means blowing a gasket. It's like they lost it, right? So blowing a gasket. Next word on the list is Mean, we talked about friendly, pleasant, and some people are just mean. They're mean, or people say mean things. Mean. This is not mean. The book, I didn't understand what it meant, right? It's meaning. But this is to be mean. Mean. Stingy. It's my two fingers just like this, and we're taking that. Stingy. Stingy. Or selfish. You guys remember hard? Hard. Remember, we have my two fingers on both sides. My left hand is staying still. My right hand goes on top of it for hard. This is the sign for, what's the opposite of hard? Let's not forget easy. Easy. But let's stick with hard. Just go to the nose, and that means strict. So, sometimes your mom or your dad, they're strict. Sometimes the mom is easygoing and the dad is strict. We have your yin and yang there, don't we? Moving on to, we have easygoing. Easygoing, just easy to get along with. And there is organized. Organized, so it's organized. This is the same sign for plan. I have no plans. Plan. I have no plans. I can't go. I have plans. My house is organized. Another sign you're going to see in signing naturally too, that the deaf signers do use, is that my house is clean and put together. Organized, just all put together. That's another sign for organized. Messed up, things got screwed up. Sometimes a situation can get screwed up. Sometimes your house is all in shambles and that's messed up. Let's move on to some descriptions, physical descriptions of people. So we have pretty. Pretty. It is my opinion, and this is my feeling when I sign, and I'm talking about a pretty female. Some females are just attractive. They're attractive. But there are some females that you see that you go, whoa, not dead gorgeous, beautiful. So that has to accompany or be paired with expression. Remember, facial expression and your hand movements are connected, so it's pretty. Oh, wow, you could say, and also with pretty, you could add the wow to it, or they're crazy about. This is also crazy about or wow. Wow, wow, she's pretty. Ooh. Handsome, handsome, handsome. And you could say, oh, wow, he's handsome. Ooh. And there's ugly, which I think is appropriate for Halloween. That's right around the corner. Ugly. Ugly. There is weird, weird, and strange or odd. So that man looks strange, odd. Another sign is funny. Funny and fun. And I want to add to pretty, and that's cute. Cute. Another personality trait I want to add on to strict and easygoing and nice and friendly is sweet. This is also sweets. I like sweets. But you can also say, oh, the woman, she's nice and friendly and sweet. So that could be connected to personality. I think that concludes our lesson for today. I don't want to overwhelm you, but if you do have any more questions, you may email me. Just look forward to my other lessons that I'll be posting up on Unit 6, and I will see you soon. Bye.